Welcome to John Michael's Rockbox. I'm your host, John Michael. I get to host this show it's a show about you. If you're a musician, if you're a solo artist, if you're a painter, if you write books, you're a dance club, well, I'd like to hear from you. Send me your information to jmrockbox@mcaet.org. All right, we'd like to hear from you, and somebody will get right back to you. Now, also, if you'd like to watch the show, simply go to mcaet.org/watch, and you'll see all the variations on how you can watch the Rockbox. And, well, this show really wouldn't last without you, so we do definitely need your donations. And visit mcaet.org/donate. We'd like to welcome you to the Rockbox, and with that being said, let's head on over and meet our guest. And welcome to the Rockbox. Welcome to the Rockbox. It's good to have you along with us today. Really excited to have these guys come in today. I know you're looking at it, what are they going to do? Are they painters or magicians? Now there's a couple musicians. These guys are out of Hollister, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves to you.
My name's Nick.
I'm Joseph.
And we're from Dem Bones.
Dem Bones. These guys are from Hollister, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Nick and Joseph. So, first time I was contacted by you, right?
Right.
So, saying you had me go and check out what they do, and you think, well, two people, how's that going to work?
Well, we've always got where they said you need a bass player all the time, but we needed to keep playing, and the bass player just wasn't in the picture this time. We figured that two guys can do the same as three or four, and if you execute the song right, you can produce a lot of sound. So that's what we did. So we started getting copies and doing the same thing that everybody else does, but just approached it at a different way.
Sure.
Because you're only two guys.
So you have a lot of voidness to fill.
Yes, a lot of the deep end.
Right.
Yes.
So you then solely are the rhythm keeper and the bass player, kind of with your
heartbeat of the band.
Yeah, just like doing a couple extra kicks on
yeah.
the songs and kept it going, keeps the drive going.
So you're keeping that rhythm of what you think you would hear a bass do.
Exactly, in the background.
With this kick drum.
Right.
And
so
just enjoy it.
Yeah, well, this is true. So this is the big thing with a lot of musicians that we have come in, and one of the major things is always just to enjoy what you're doing.
Yes, all the time. If it's not fun, then don't do it.
Yeah.
And that's the bottom line. Once it starts becoming a problem, it's no longer.
Well, yeah.
It's just no longer.
Absolutely right. I mean, because you have your working musicians that will go out there and gig.
Right.
And it becomes a job. And nothing wrong with saying that it's a job, but I mean, it's a job that they're just like, oh, it's Sunday, I have to go do a gig. Oh, wow. And so now it's become
exciting
not a
for
good
us. Oh no, it's different for us. We get very excited when we go play places. It doesn't matter if it's the smallest venue or the biggest venue. Playing is playing, and the more you play out there, the more people see.
Sure.
Okay, so that's the only way that you're going to be able to get known or anything. So I'm all for playing anywhere, anytime, any place.
All the gigs have been positive.
They've been positive.
All of
Yes.
them. Yeah, they've all go man, go.
So do you have a little bit of a struggle when you're coming up to a owner of a venue and he says, okay, what's the band like? How many guys? And two?
Yes.
Two.
That's the main question. But once we convince them, and you sell yourself just like anything else. So once we've convinced them to hire us, by the end of the set, the first words that come out of most people's mouths is, we didn't even miss the bass player.
Oh, that's good.
So we're doing something right.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Was it an idea that you guys just decided, you know what, we're just going to do this?
Yes.
Or was it that you lost a member and then you just didn't want to stop?
No. I had an idea, and when I asked Joseph if he'd like to be along with it, even the shirts and the tie, something to stand out in the crowd and not just be another band, So with two guys, it's a very unique band, and you don't see that much. So that would make us stand out even more.
Sure.
So that's the way we were going. Hopefully that the gimmick of the shirt and the tie and the songs that we perform and the way we perform them gets across and people know and hopefully hire us and get us gigs and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a good thing. So let's just quickly talk about your name, Dem Bones.
Dem Bones, yes. It means bones that are decrepit under the earth for many, many years.
Right.
Okay, so you don't, that's all about it. We got the name because of, the way we look. We're pretty skinny.
And the resemblance.
That's
of
where the
decrepit
bones came from. And then Dem came from because there's two of us.
Two of you.
So, and that's how the name became Dem Bones.
Dem Bones. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. I know you're sitting there going, I wonder what these guys are going to sound like with two people, guitar player, vocalist, drummer. So what we're going to do is let you find out what Dem Bones is all about. What do you say we do something from you guys?
That's great. Anytime, any place, anywhere.
And right now, as a matter of fact, on the Rockbox.
There you go, the Rockbox. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. Well, there you go. I think your curiosity has been solved. You can now see how two musicians can sit there and make a great sound.
Yes.
And you guys did a great job.
Oh,
Thank you.
You're
so
very,
much.
very busy.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, you got a void to fill. I mean, you know.
Yes, we do. But we still try.
Well, you did great. That was awesome. So that first song that we brought you
Lies.
into, Lies.
Yeah,
That's an
yeah.
original, right?
Original blues song that I wrote way back in the day about women who always lies.
No.
So then Joseph came in and put his little bit of beats in and helped me finish the song up, and that's how we created the song Lies.
And so for you coming in to play a song that you've never heard before and get to create your own drum pattern.
Yeah, that's
Is that a lot
always
more
fun.
fun than sitting there trying to imitating songs that already had drum parts? Do you like doing original stuff?
Yeah, I love that. I love that because you can just go, you know, and
It's
what
your
comes
own.
out, yeah, works or doesn't work, you can change it.
Yeah.
Where when you do covers, you know, people know the songs.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, they know the songs, and we do our changes and different
Sure.
patterns or whatever. But still, any original is always a lot of fun to work on.
Yes, they are. An original called Lies Ladies. Wasn't my idea.
Yeah, you see that?
Huh? And so then we jumped into and since we thought cover songs.
Yes, we did the remake of The Letter,
The Letter,
a
yes.
1967 song from the Box Tops.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, I like that song. I liked that song the first time I heard it. I was,
Yes.
you know, I remember.
It's an old song, but we did a new version of it, a little heavier, and hopefully it takes and everybody enjoys it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you know, the thing with a lot of bands, especially if you're a cover band, unless you say you're specifically a tribute band, then you can really play with other people's music and, you know, make it your own.
Oh, yes, yes. That's
You
what you
know.
try to do. We try to put, like we say, the Dem Bones touch.
They, Dem Bones have touched this song. I know. Hey, ladies, that's a bunch of lies.
Yeah. This guy.
It wasn't me. Hey, he created the song. So rehearsal. It-
2 hours on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and we play through headphones, so we really hear what we're
oh,
doing.
nice.
We don't want to bother anybody and play too loud, so we play as loud as we want through headphones, and it really gets us to tone and tune up and really hear what's really missing in the songs and what's bad and what's good and fix
Sure.
it up.
So are you playing in a booth?
No, no, it's in the garage where we practice. It's electronic drums.
Oh, good.
So they're plugged into the headphones.
Right,
It's
right.
Everything, and his guitar is plugged into there too. And so we're just hearing everything. We can turn it up, turn it down, clean it up,
Yeah,
however
yeah.
we need to, and say, okay, that's not going to work, or yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the one.
And we always talk about with most every band that pops through, how important do you guys think rehearsal is?
Oh, very important. Bands nowadays, I don't think they have the discipline of practicing.
Right.
You can tell a good band and know that they put their practice in just by hearing them.
True.
Nowadays, we try to do and discipline ourselves to where it wouldn't sound like it did now if we didn't practice.
Yeah.
You're smiling, Joseph. A little bit of a chuckle.
Yeah, it's fun to practice.
Practice is it really
Practice.
even on your own.
Even
Even
on
on
my
your
own,
own.
yes.
It's always a
Most
good thing.
definitely, because we're not the type, Joseph will take a song that we've chosen and go learn his part at home. I'll go learn my part at home, and then when we come to practice, we'll combine it and fix it up and that's our homework,
Yes.
okay? And that's how we do our songs. So
Yeah.
I don't call him and tell him, are you working on the song?
And
It's
I
up
think-
to him.
I think a lot of bands, honestly, that are covers do that. You know, everybody learns on their own.
Yes, and then,
Then you
come.
gather and you put it together. There's a lot of bands, like a lot of ones I play in, where everybody's so busy and we're so many different bands that everybody really just learns their part and shows up at a gig. And usually during a sound check, we'll try to burn through the new one,
yeah.
or we just throw it out there. You know?
No, we learned the whole song completely.
Right.
If you notice, I don't carry any lyric sheets or anything. I
Right.
memorized 16 songs, and they're all memory.
Nice.
Once I see the list and the lyrics, it's time to disregard the paper. You don't need it by you. You don't need to be
Right.
changed.
Sure.
So,
And one thing I was really kind of curious too, with besides the fact that you have a pair of drum set, the Thomas that I used to play with, same color of the ones I bought way back when. I like that. It was just brought back a lot of memories. And your guitars, you have no pedals.
no effects. I gave up on that years ago. I say the less is best.
Less is best. And a lot of people, some people can't do that. Some people need
No,
the pedals.
Yeah, but that's more showmanship
Yeah.
and more, that's a different route. But put me up against any one of those guys and I can create the same sound they can create in the piano.
You see, it's really, and it's, even with drums, right? It's all technique,
Yes.
which means what we were just now talking about, rehearsal, practice. All right, so we're going to jump into another song.
Oh, that's great.
All right, so we got a little bit more Dem Bones, and we'll come back and we'll chat a little bit more. As
Stay
we
tuned.
Come back to the Rockbox.
Rockbox.
Well done, man. You see how really when it comes down to it, it's doesn't matter how many, even if it's a solo artist, 10 people in your band, and in this case 2, how much fun you can have playing.
That's right.
Right?
You bet.
Absolutely. And so let's let people find you. Where can
They can
people
find
Dem
us
Bones?
at hppt.wix.com/dembones. And our email address would be at thailand64net0.com. And you can reach us there and book us anytime you want and see our song list and our photos and everything, so you can get better known with the band.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And a promo package anymore and a website is very, very, very important.
Yes, it is, and nowadays it is.
Oh yeah, in particular, because you don't, not in the day when I was first starting out, it was you either show up to the venue with a cassette, then, with an 8-track,
Yeah,
or you mail it.
right.
You know, and
Yes.
your press kit consisted of that, pictures, and a written bio, which that's non-existent anymore.
Yeah, no portfolios anymore.
No,
it's
all
all
a website.
Website, yes, that's it.
And it's honestly, right? Would you agree, worth it to spend
Yeah.
money on your website to make that
Definitely.
thing look just spectacular?
Yes, or you can create your own, like I did.
Good deal.
Right. There's sites that you can create your own. Some of them cost, some of them are absolutely free, but I would be totally into it if you want your band to get ahead.
See?
It's out there.
And that's kind of the general consensus of most of the guys that come into the Rockbox, is to really, really push yourselves
And
on your good
advertise,
website.
yes, you have to. You have to do the legwork to get the gigs and everything. You just can't stay home and be a garage band. No one's going to hear you and knock on your door.
No, I mean, even Nirvana, for when they started off as a garage band, took off and became, look at them now.
Yeah,
You know,
look at
they
'em now.
jumped out there and were like the #1 band from a bunch of guys that didn't know what they were doing playing in the garage,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so with that, also, how much gear? Is it easy for just two people to move gear in and out of venues?
Oh yes, we're down to we can set up and tear down in 30 minutes. Okay, so that's pretty good for two guys, and plus the venues that we play and the places that we play, they really like it because it's such a small amount of equipment coming that they can put us about anywhere.
Oh, this is true. Yeah, and do you shrink your drum kit to the room?
Yeah, if I have to.
If you have to,
Yeah,
but mostly
yeah.
you don't want to.
I don't want it.
You get
no.
used to a certain amount of drums.
Yeah.
And, you know, like
Yeah,
I
I
usually hit that one on
Yes.
the song.
Yeah, I had a larger kit, and
yeah.
and part of it is unfortunately up in the attic because of, finding out that there's a lot of places they do want you to play, but then you have this
Right.
is it.
Yeah.
So, and it is fun going back to basics again.
Oh, yeah.
It always is.
Because I went from a 11-piece drum set to 5.
There you go. Yeah.
I don't need all those other ones.
No,
Now,
you
what it
don't.
is, I became lazy and I didn't want to have to keep turning it all back
Yeah.
down. Yeah, but no. Honestly, it's good for you to learn to play on a basics.
Yes, it is.
Just like
You need
you
to.
without pedals.
Well, yep, you
You
need
know?
to. You can create anything you want if you're a good guitar player with just the amp and your guitar.
Absolutely. Same, preference on drumsticks?
Oh man, just as long as they don't break while I'm playing.
This is kind of true. So are you, seeing how you were playing on these songs that you did, but do you run through cymbals?
Yeah, I've broken a few. I think I broke one again.
And do you carry extra just in case, or A extra?
Yeah, A extra.
Yeah.
I always carry A extra.
And it's like anybody. You
Yes.
got to carry extra guitar strings.
I do. I even carry an extra guitar just in
Wow,
case the
see?
string breaks. I don't have time to change the string. People want to hear you perform.
Oh,
You just
yeah.
grab the other guitar and
Chuck,
continue.
song to song to song. Well, speaking of songs, I think we're going to head on out and let you guys finish out with the song.
Well,
Okay.
thank you.
Can we do that? I want to
Yeah,
say
that'd be great.
thanks to these guys, Dem Bones out of
Dem
Hollister,
Bones.
man.
Woo.
So, and thank you for watching the Rockbox, and we're going to jump out and let these guys take over. Thanks for hanging out with us, and thank you guys from Dem Bones.
And thank you.
Thanks for you for the
Dem
Rockbox.
Bones. Catch it now.
I got my first 12-6 string, bought it at the 5 and dime. Played until my fingers bled. Was the summer of '69. Meeting with some guys from school. Got a band and we tried real hard. Didn't quit till we got married. Should've known it wasn't fun. Only had the back When the sun comes out in the city little town, down around San Antonio, and the folks are riding just the other day, riding by their own. People in the town are strange, and wondering where we came. Well, I'm talking about love. Whoa, whoa, trying to grow. Well, the preacher and the teacher, Lord, they're a problem. They are the talk of the town. And the gossip gets a flying, and they ain't lying when the sun is falling down. Saying that the father's insane. There's this is crazy. Well, I'm talking about love. Whoa, whoa, trying to grow. Every day there's another day coming, raised on the Oriental view. Players in the wind with the samurai swords, they can even hear the music at night. Though it's a world whose moon starts fading, people don't seem to care. They're just people looking to the east.